January 13th, new moon 2021, who we want to be is who we truly are. So we have entered into the Age of Aquarius. We have entered into a shift into air and into a difference of the cosmology. And I feel like in any sort of arriving, we have the opportunity to really present the deepest sense of ourselves outwardly, and to really create space for the depths of our being to be true, you know, to really sort of manifest our dream self and whatnot. But what I really want to spiral in on is that what I really feel, I feel in myself and I feel in people around me, who we want to be, like who this idea of what we want to become is deeply who we are, who we already are. And I feel like it's not once a process of like visioning and externalizing, but it's also a deep process of coming within and intimacy, and to kind of know the fibers of ourselves and to really presence this. And this isn't something original, but what I'm saying is like the new moon, this first new moon of 2021, in this new era, it has a heightened potency for our becoming, for our meeting in this new era. Like anytime we are new to a place or to an environment. And I just want to offer, like, as we set our intentions and dreams, that the core of anything that we are envisioning for ourselves is the depth of our being, that our highest dream is connecting with us, our true sense of self. And that true sense of self is a part of consciousness and awareness and eternality, but it's also the unique sets of our individuation, our uniqueness, like what makes us particularly us, like what makes me particularly Aniza, what makes you particularly you. And we have the opportunity to like kind of like present and to show and to share like our true selves, like the self that remains. You know, I feel like the aspect of our soul and self that remains after the body and was present before this current body. And I feel like when we embody that eternality within our physicality, that's when we really realize our multi-dimensional eternalness, that our mortality and our morality are concepts that don't really need to be as present as they are, because when we're in alignment with source and consciousness and awareness and life, there's a flow of existence and being that is evanescence. So January 13th, this new moon, I feel like we have a really chance to deeply set intentions of like being our soul selves, like being our authentic selves, being our deepest self, you know, and really setting the intention to find the courage to be that self aloud. I'm using my drumstick to accentuate my sharing, and I feel really like strange and spastic today, and so this is helping me speak linearly and more normality, because lots of times I just want to make like clicks and sounds and not make sense, but that's, you know, time and places. So yeah, so I just wanted to offer that, you know, like it kind of takes off some of the pressure of needing to be our best self, or needing to be this idea of who we think we need to be in the world. No, that like who I feel like who we all need and want to be is just ourselves. Like really, really deeply ourselves, and to practice and create environment where we are really vulnerable with being whoever we are in any moment, and to find the courage to encourage that. Courage comes from the French word corps, le corps, which means heart. So when we have courage, we're in the age of the heart. And so I feel like that's also where we are right now in this age of Aquarius. It's an age of the heart, and it takes a lot of courage and bravery to really like defy systems of normality and just be ourselves. And there's such a freeing and liberation. The more we are free and liberated, the more we put those codes into the collective ether, and the more opportunity others have to be free and liberated. And I feel like it's so important to know that it doesn't look the same for every person, and that it's kind of outside of concepts of kindness and morality. I feel like it's so inside our own soul, and like what that means in every moment, that we have to trust that being ourselves is being love in every moment. And like when we do things guided from our heart and from our intuition and from like those gut responses and from our inner being, we are not only being guided by love, but we are being love. Yes, 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 yes. That's my sharing. That's my sharing. I feel blessed to have the symphony of birds accompanying my sharing.